Magandang UTG po muli, UTGMM, mga kababayan, nasaan man kayong dako ng mundo ngayon, mga oras na to, UTGMM po sa inyo lahat. Umaga, tanghali, gabi. Ngayon, sa hindi nakakaalam kung anong MM, midnight snack and merienda. Sensya na po, kakornihan. Etong episode po natin ngayon, 17, ay maikli lang po ito. It's just actually a one-liner, but it has a lot of connotation po. Maraming one-liner, but then delivered by no less than the second strongest person in the land. And well, it was delivered in jest, but like I said, the connotation is not apt. It's distasteful po. As a backgrounder, panoorin po natin itong speech ni VP Inday Sara nung ika 120 anniversary ng founding ng Tarlac po. So, ito po, panoorin po natin.
Congratulate the Department of Education Division of the Province of Tarlac for successfully organizing the celebration of your 120th founding anniversary. It is a significant milestone indeed for an institution to have had excuse me. Hindi ako naglagay ng sunblock. Thank you. Yeah. Let me congratulate the Department of Education Schools Division of the Province of Tarlac.
So, yun po. Mga kababayan. Napakinggan, napanood po ninyo just a few seconds. Doesn't matter, like no big deal actually, right? Pero yung one-liner po na yun ay masyado pong, kung ating bubusisiin dito sa ating programa, which is, eto naman talaga ang purpose nito. Wala tayong kinikilingan po kung ano man partido kayo, ano kayo. Naobserbahan lang po natin, naobserbahan ng netizen. Millions po ang nakikinig actually. So, ano po ang implication nito? She was in the middle of her speech, actually just starting her speech, and then tinalikuran ng tao kasi, I don't know if it's part of her speech or part of a joke or what, but then it seems distasteful po. Hindi magandang tanawin na, in front of those people from the province, the revered province of Tarlac. Nandyan po yung magigiting nating mga bayani, ang mga nagdaang mga presidente, and then tatalikuran kayo ng second highest person in the land just because, obviously, nakita niyo naman po sa maiksing video, naiinitan po siya. Di po ba? Mainit for a few seconds. Siguro nakatutok sa kanyang araw. Sa hapon siguro ito nangyari. Well, it's not the point. The point here is that ikaw ang second highest, strongest person in the land. And you should show your constituents that ano ba naman yung ilang segundo, ilang minutong maarawan ka? Samantala, millions of Filipinos are having their skin burned every day, naghuhukay, iba pala yung naghuhukay, si Kong pala, General blah blah. Toiling the lands, farming, nagsusunog ng balat para lang may pambayad, may ng taxes. Para ibig sabihin makaunlad sa kanilang kabuhayan, And then here comes our revered, ginagalang na pangalawang pangulo ng bansa na arawan. Biglang tinalikuran ang mga tao dahil naiinitan. Baka masunog ang kanyang flawless na balat. Toinks. Well, actually, it's not a big deal, right? But then, she's just human. Siyempre, sasabihin pa ng mga supporters and defenders and trolls, she's just human. She needs... Pero kung matatandaan niya, she's just starting sa speech niya, which take about 15 minutes, but I just clipped the salient point. Yun lang po na one-liner niya. Sa pag-obserba po ng busisi, yung one-liner na yun, maraming connotation nga po, kagaya ng sinabi ko. Para po ba itong iniinsulto ang Pilipino na, because tisay ka, of course, you had a half German, half Filipino mom, and then Zimmerman, right? And then, ang tatay mo naman ay galing din sa ninuno ng mga alas, ika nga, dahil former governor, former kwan ng Cebu, I guess, if my recollection is right. So you obviously came from a family of elite. Ang wala namang kaming question po ron. Ang ano lang po ron dahil yung one-liner na yon na sorry po, magsa-sunblock muna ako, tinalikuran niya, nag-sorry naman. Ang point here is this the lady that the 30 million or 32 million Filipinos voted for? Noong ka nangangampanya ay maghapon sa motorcade sa init ng araw, 3-5 palit ng damit na whatever kasi lahat basa, pati kilikili yata basa. Hindi tayo nagrereklamo po ron. Palagay ko, obviously, yung mga motorcade, punong-puno rin ng sunblock nun. But then, walang reklamuhan po, di po ba? And now, here comes a few seconds exposure to the sun. Wow. Yung instance na pagtalikod po sa madla sa yung audience, which includes the top leaders of the land, governor, I think, mayors, barangays, and from all over Tarlac, because they are celebrating the joyous anniversary of their founding, Ang pagtalikod po ng ating ikalawang pangulo ng bansa ay quote-unquote, parang insulto naman po yun, di ba po? Para bang, who cares about you? I'm burning hot in here. I am being scorched by the sun, my skin. Flawless pa naman to. Oh my God. Para bang, who cares? Wait for me. I'll just get my sunblock. Lumalabas lang po sa ating analisa, lumalabas ang disparity natin. Di po ba? Na tayong maliliit na mga Pilipino, kakampi natin siya pagdating sa eleksyon. Nandito, kaya ka pa, selfie-selfie, groupie-groupie. Ngayon, malayo siya sa and she's wearing an immaculate white and all those stuff. And then, obviously, siguro, ang kanilang auditorium, walang aircon, and then the sun, obviously, is glaring towards her. Baka bukas yung may ilaw doon, pumapasok. So, immaterial pumasok ang ilaw na arawan. Just a few seconds, and it will not take an hour for her to speak. Ang nakakabalisa lang po, para bang kagaya ng sinabi ko, there is a big disparity, di po ba? Para bang tayong binoto natin, mga Pilipino, 30 million for that fact. Dahil we were hoping na kauri natin siya. Eto lang, eto lang instance na to, parang lumalabas na yung kulay. Hindi natin kauri yan. Hello? Tisay, tisay po yan. Tisay po yan, hindi po natin kauri. At saka hindi makikipagbabaran sa araw yan. Ano ka? Magbabad tayo, magbungkal ng lupa, magano tayo ng kalabaw, pastol sa karawan. You think she will be with you the whole day? Hello? Kung kampanya yan, motorcade yan. Because motorcades are aplit with promises all over. Lahat, pangako, lahat. So, ang point ko naman dito is that, you know, you are the second highest person in the land, and then you should show at least some iota of decency, you know. Kahit ka-plastikan lang na, you know, pakita mo naman na kauri mo sila. Kahit ba may itim sila, may... Ay, hindi pa naman may itim yung mga taga-Tarlac. Maraming magaganda dyan, maraming mapuputi. Pag umakyat-akyat ka na ron, bandang Cordillera, medyo nangingitim na. This is not a racist comment towards them, but obviously, kahit naman sa magpunta talaga, from starting pataas na, parang majority maitim na. Babalik tayo dito kay Vice President po, Vice President. When you say Vice President, you are the epitome of hope, kasi pag nawala yung in the event na the president is incapacitated, death, or wala man nag-abdicate, ikaw ang kikilalanin naming Pangulo. Ikaw ang aming ina, ama, kung ano man. So now, in this instance alone, this is just a one-liner, huh? One-liner. It is presumably intended as a joke, but it seems to be delivered in bad faith, you know. And considering the fact that the majority of the audience are locally elected officials, you know. Napakasaklap na pangyayari po na harap-harapan ay, well, siguro yung iba dyan hindi naman bumoto sa'yo, pero nakakaawa yung bumoto sa'yo, like the 30 million, because they were hoping na atin to. Kauri natin to. Hello, excuse me. Zimmerman po ako. Half German, half Filipino. I don't know which blood is emanating from her right now as a vice president, but when she was the mayor, she was the vice mayor, you could really tell. Napakatapang po nitong ating vice president. Hanga tayo doon dahil minana niya sa katapangan at saka sa kasigaan ng kanyang ama. Kaya nga po, 6 na taon tayo nang uluntoy dahil may sumbong ka ng kapitbahay, dito kang inabot mo. With or without evidence, tokhang. So ngayon, mabalik tayo dito kay Vice President. Ito naman ay observations ko lang, personal opinion ng inyong host po. It just doesn't seems good kahit one-liner na. You know, talikuran mo yung mga tao. Kasi sa atin, like they were governors, they were mayors. Of course, they have constituents that respect them. But for a vice president to turn her back on them, holy moly. Ang kaugalian po ng Pilipino ay hindi po ganun. Para kaming naiinsulto. Pero ang mga tao sa auditorium na yan, palakpakan. Well, we expect that. Kasi baka hindi ka pumalakpak na dyan, nakapalibot yung mga dadampot sa'yo. So, ang point ko po rito, point of contention is that sometimes we need to be, especially for her, public official, and number two strongest person in the Philippines, excuse me, kape. To be delivering such jokes in jest doesn't connote, doesn't augurs well to the mind mindset of the people. Kasi, unang-una, okay, let's put this way. We can understand her predicament kasi mainit talaga. Parang nakikita ko nga sa video, nagre-reflect through a glass. Well, she could have mildly told who is this? The organizers, baka pwede nating iurong doon, blah, blah, blah. Which they move in pagkatapos niya mag-sunblock, you know. Kasalanan din minsan ito mga organizer. Alam na nilang nakapokus pala sa araw or baka hindi rin nga nila alam dahil hapon, obviously, pababa ang araw. No, ang point here is that kasi hoda na pababa mataas ang araw, doesn't matter. It's just a few minutes of talking with the people. These are your people, you know. What is a few minutes of hardship? Ang mga Pilipino, tolerant nga sila sa maghapong nagbubungkal ng lupa ng pawis, dugo. And then itong ating pangalawang pangulo na hindi man lang ayaw maarawan kasi artistahin bang arrive? Hello? Hindi naman po ako magpapakita. Baka masampal ako nito, masuntong ako nito. Remember po, yung sheriff sa Davao, she was a vice mayor. Well, no problem about that. Ang point here is that sometimes we are not criticizing for the sake of criticizing. We are criticizing for the sake of the nation. Especially the 32 million who voted for you. Lamang ka pa nga kay BBM. That's phenomenal, of course. But the point here is that did the 32 million really chose the right one? Points. Did they choose the morally righteous lady? No, ang kalaban niya pala doon, si Juan. Election, si Pangilinan. Now, mabalik tayo doon sa one-liner na yung one-liner has enormous meaning, thousands of meaning. And I only got a few dozens of the... Kaya nga po, inano ko po rito, inobserbahan ko, parang sa akin lang, hindi maganda ang kanyang actuations at that instance. Although she was probably delivering it as a jest. Patawa ba? Kasi prior to that, a few seconds from that, I don't know, out of ignorance or out of... pero the way I analyze it, she was ignorant. Sorry to say this, but she was asking her aide, saan ba papunta si Presidente sa BBM? Saan papunta? Tapos anong affair ang pupuntahan? In front of thousands of people, from the governor down to the barangay captain, you will tell that? And millions more viewing all over the Philippines, you will say that? Unhealthy joke. It's a distasteful joke. Parang tong lumalabas na to? Hindi ba kayo nag-uusap nung umalis si BBM na ikaw muna presidente kasi makikipagkalakalan ako doon, magbebenta tayo ng mga business about sa Pilipinas. Of course, kailangan natin investors. And then here she is in the inauguration of the Tarlac 120 founding anniversary, telling and asking her aide, whoever he was, saan ba pupunta si Presidente? Ma'am, Thailand po. Anong affair? Epic, epic. Wow. It's really an epic. Ano po? Is that? Hindi ko po lubos naisip na There are times na pwede kang magpatawa na this is serious times. This is joyful times, serious at the same time, joyful because they are celebrating. Ngayon, marami rin namang followers. Of course, that is Luzon. Bongbong country yan mula pagbaba mo ng Pampanga pataas hanggang doon sa dulo. It's unbecoming of, this is my point, this is unbecoming of a vice president to be, one event, one instance, and she committed several bloopers, which is probably ang value ng speech niya kay Bongbong, baka si BBM lang ang pwede mag-react doon. Pero the way she acted doon sa sunblock remarks is very insulting, It's like, hello, nung nangangampanya tayo, 3 months, sunog-sunogan tayo ng balat araw-araw, barangay to barangay, bukid to bukid, ilog sa ilog, tawid tayo. Sunugan, of course, siguro may taga-dala rin ng sunblock sa likod niya, may taga-bit-bit din ng mga t-shirt, no, whatever. And now, people were made to believe that kauri natin to. Pero in real life, nandito na ngayon. Kaunting araw, sunblock. Nasaan ang kaunting tiis, ginang? Nasaan ang kaunting humility? Nasaan ang kaunting pakitang tao man lang sana after that saka nag-sunblock dahil may shooting ka ba mamaya bukas? Ito po ang mga binoto natin, di ba? So, ang point here is that boto pa more. Now, I hate to criticize, especially kasi alam ko naman 32 million. At least several of them will react violently, but then, and she was espousing, she was espousing 9.3 billion for intelligence and confidential funds to be distributed in her 2 departments. Wow. DEX, Department of Education, at saka Office of the Vice President. Billions, but I don't know the exact amount, but then it's amounting to billions. For what? For sunblock? Hello? Minsan, ang ating pamahalaan porque nagwagi with an enormous approval of the people, they sometimes think that it is tantamount to being, invincible, fallibility or invincibility, whatever. Holy moly. So, ito lang, naobserbahan ko lang, parang sa akin ang sagwa. Dahil pwede naman talaga niya sabihin yan, uy, mainit dito. Saan ba yung mga hinayupak na mga organizer nito? Ba't hindi ako ilipat sa gitna? Na? Which they did after she went for the sunblock, or it's really a sunblock, or it's just a cue para lang kumilos sila. Uy, naiinitan si ma'am. That's not the point. Who would think na dun babagsak ang araw? Ang point is that ang tao, parang nagoyo tayo. We were thinking all along, kauri natin, kabaro natin, kaano natin kasi. Oh my God. And then, first thing first, in a few days in her office, Dex, ibabalik yung ROTC. Ito, kwento ko lang po ito. 45 years ago when I first day ng ROTC, kompleto, planchado ang kwan. planchado ang uniforme and pinabili ng bagong mga uniforme, blah blah blah, from head to toe. Pagdating ko sa Caloocan na, which is our training ground, sa pintuan pa lang, first day ha, kaklase ko, naka-uniforme. Oy, pare, don't call me, siga ang dating military, ang dating nakagad. Tapos pasok ka daw sa loob, squat, squat. You are not respecting the... At that time, I hated to be subservient to anybody, especially if it's nonsensical. What I did, tinanggal ko lahat ng player ko, blah blah blah, inyo na. Lamunin niyan. Nanood ako ng sine sa Cubao. After the Gold Rush by Neil Young. My point here is that why force people, why force students? Gastos na naman yan at this time of times, inflation and everything. Gastos na naman sa mga magulang, gastos na sa... Anong purpose? For what? Ako, I never seen na duwag ako. Pagdating ng giyera, ako una magpapalista kung may kalaban ng Pilipinas. But that doesn't make me, duwag dahil hindi ako nag-ROTC. It's just, it's a waste of time, kung if ever nagsundalo na lang ako. Di ba? Di po ba? Relate po ba kayo? Otherwise, parang, you are trying to exert on us na marami na may ibang bagay na dapat gawin. Ang mga Pilipino, like in times of war, na-invade tayo, wala nang araw-araw tisig, diretso kung training, hawak ng baril. That's what my point is. Pero right now, you're stealing the whole week ng estudyante. They only have like 2 days rest. You're stealing one of the 2 days rest. Kasi Sundays ang ROTC. Imagine what's the point? Kaya ako, nanood ako ng Neil Young concert 45 years ago after the Gold Rush sa Cubao. It doesn't make sense na forcing us to do ROTC, my ass. Hello? Well, I can't question the 9.3 billion, whatever it is. But in due time, we'll research on that so that at least we will be knowledgeable, ma-impart natin sa tao. Hindi sa pinag-aano ko naman, bakit nung unang nakaraang mga administrasyon walang pondo, tapos ngayon ay pondo. At saka, parang lumalabas na at your queue, nagsunuran ng ibang mga departamento, nanghingi na ng intelligence fund, nanghingi na ng... Holy cow. That's our vice president, right? She's a lawyer, she's the next president unless changes in whatever. Ito nga nakakatawa nag-request siya for more than $1 billion, 9 billion, and then of course approve na pamangkin, anak ni BBM ang deputy, tapos pinsan niya yung speaker. Oh my God. Approve, di ba? So ngayon, I'm speaking in behalf of those 32 million Filipinos na bumoto sa kanya. And the rest of the Filipinos, 120 whatever, na hindi bumoto. Probably I am thinking right now, maybe they did the right thing, or maybe... Kasi nag-expect tayo na kauri ba natin siya? At a glance, visually, hindi natin kauri. Mistisa yan, hello? Kulay natin, mga kuwan Kulay taong labas, ika nga sa mga mangyan sa Mindoro, taong labas, labas puwet. Joke, pero I have a very poignant and strong memory of Mindoro. Kahit yung mga yan ay taong labas, mga peace-loving people. So ngayon, mabalik tayo sa one-liner ni Vice President. My final analysis, my final buzizi is that it's unbecoming of a top government official, and to think she's the number two, and number two analysis is that it's marks of professionalism, you know. Kaya ako nasabi yan kasi, she should have, with a sense of humility, you should have told ang organizer, halika nga rito, Pulano, baka pwede urong itong rostrum ko. Masyado ko nainitan. Hindi yung, well, for some, this is not a big deal. But the mere fact that she is always in the limelight, of course, because she is the second, sabi ko nga, strongest person in the land, I think Filipinos deserve some respect, some semblance of, I hate to say the word, but we were fooled to believe that she's one of us. And now, here comes my sunblock. So, pag naipasa na ng DBM yung 9.3 billion budget for intelligence, whatever intelligence they have, and confidential and whatever confidentiality they have. Happy sunblocking po. Hanggang dyan na lang po. Hanggang sa susunod. Dito po sa Buzizi by Bing Liana. Please don't forget the button down. Salamat po. Ingat po kayo.